Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. We're gonna wait a little bit more for others, maybe the next 3, 4 minutes,
All right.
and then I will start. But welcome to day number 2 of the Linus Lounge challenge. And yes, while you're waiting, I'm recording this because a couple of people already told me before that it cannot be live within us, but yeah, the recording is going to be posted as well in our Linus Lounge group. And while we're going to wait, there's one question I want you to think about is what is the most feminine about yourself? Maybe let's get yourself as well water to drink or anything to drink. A piece of paper and a pen is important for today. And then I'm just gonna wait 2 more minutes. And I think I started a recording already. Yeah. I'm gonna get myself water as well. And then I'm back in a couple minutes. All right. If the other people are coming later, that's fine as well. But we're gonna start right now to day number 2 of our Linus Lounge challenge. And this is all about feminine communication and especially the feminine communication with men. What do you think is the most feminine about you? You can use the chat as well, or you can speak. It's up to you. What is the most feminine characteristics about yourself? It can be in work or a hobby, what you like, anything what you have in mind. Dancing, being creative, maybe painting as well. Can be as well shopping, of course. All right. Why am I asking this question? We as businesswomen, we are more focusing on very masculine things, what we're doing every single day. And maybe we see the feminine side within us just in our free time, or when we hang out with our friends, but we don't use our feminine side sometimes in business, but also we don't use it in relationships. And a lot of us, we have this question about, okay, how do I communicate with a man that he's actually leading or that he's actually stepping up in his masculine energy? And this really starts within us. And relationships or dating or it just doesn't matter in what kind of situationship or relationship you are at the moment, but it all starts with communication. And I've read a quote, and this is really interesting because this is so true. First of all, women are like waves and men are like rubber bands. And this explains a little bit about the communication what we have as well. A woman has her hormones and the emotional difficulties day by day. Of course, we have our cycle as well every single month. That means our mood is really going up and down like little waves. And this is sometimes the way we communicate as well. For men, we say men are more like rubber bands. Rubber bands is more like they're coming closer to you and then they're going back again. They're coming closer to you, they're going back again. But they're very consistent. They don't have those moods up and down. They're more like very stable. And maybe you realize those hot and cold behaviors of men. Or as well, you realize that when you try to talk with him about a certain topic and it's a little bit difficult for him to express himself, especially emotions, then he's maybe pulling back and he doesn't want to talk with you about it because he's overwhelmed. And as soon as I understood this, that we as a woman, we are more like waves and men are more communicating like a rubber band, it clicked in my head. And I didn't judge a man anymore when he's pulling back. And I tried to open the door for him one more time that he's coming back to me instead of pulling more away. What do I mean with that? I give you little examples. For example, you're wondering why your man is not texting you back for a couple of days. We as a woman, we overthink this whole situation. We think, did we do something wrong? Did we say something wrong? What is he doing the whole time? Is he super busy? Is it about me? Is it about our relationship? How can I basically help him, or how can I understand what is going on with his head? What we do wrong in this time is kind of we focus so much that he's pulling back. We focus so much on the thing that he's not texting or that he's not available. Instead of, we need to take this time for ourselves and really focus on us. And even more than before, even though it's hard, but 99% in all cases, in this moment, the man is busy in doing stuff by himself, like busy with work or busy with some friends, or he doesn't even know how to communicate that he maybe needs a little bit time for himself right now. And he's thinking about some stuff and he is more distant because he doesn't want to hurt you. Because most of the time, men did not learn how to communicate this either. The very tricky part in this moment is then when he's pulling back and you kind of overthinking the whole situation, your whole nervous system is a little bit shaky. That means that you think like, oh, I want to ask him what's going on. Maybe you ask him the question, so did I do something wrong? Or is everything okay? And this is exactly what makes a man pulling back even more. There's a little trick in this. If you're in this moment, just be yourself. Be normal. Don't ask this question. Give him a little space, give him a little time to breathe, and just act as everything is okay in this moment. This doesn't mean that you cannot talk with him when you have the conversation with him and just tell him that you maybe don't feel comfortable in this situation when he's pulling back. But in this time frame, when he's pulling back, don't ask him so many questions. Don't put the weight so much on him. Try to be balanced in this time. Try to be really focused on yourself. Go shopping with your friends, do sport, focus on your business, talk with your friends, but don't overthink the situation because we make up a lot of stories in our head, which is actually not true. When you act as normal and you just communicate with him normal as well, you let him know about, I'm just going out with a friend right now. I'm going to sport right now. Maybe you send some pictures what you're doing right now. You just act completely normal. Then you open up for him a safe space that he's coming back. If you're doing more this kind of bitchy move and asking if everything is okay, why don't you answer me? Are you so busy? I don't want to have a partner on my side who's not answering me. You pressure even more. So the next step would be you be in your feminine, you trust yourself that the man is going to come back to you no matter what, because you are the magnet. And when he's coming back to you and you probably see each other one more time, then try to find a very calm moment and talk with him about the situation. And try to talk with him about it like that. For example, you say, look, I need to be honest with you. I think the last couple of days you kind of pulled back a little bit. Maybe you've been very busy with your work or something. I do understand. I really want to give you the space, but I did not really feel safe in this time. It made me feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I really I want you to pay attention how I'm saying this. I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to be very feminine. I'm not making judgmental faults. So I'm not saying you did not text me back, or you did not this, or you did not this, because this is a way of communication. A man is not going to open up to you. I'm trying to send out I messages. Like I said before, it did not make me feel comfortable, or I felt not really safe. So the man understands already, okay, she's not really comfortable with this, but he's opening up maybe to you. He's going to explain to you what's going on. And then you can give him a little hint what you expect from him next time. Meaning, look, I did not really feel comfortable that you did not text with me or you did not let me know what's going on. Next time, I would appreciate that you just let me know, hey, at the moment I'm super busy with my work or something. Let's talk tomorrow, or I'm going to call you later because I really need to focus right now. And this makes me feel safe and this makes me feel seen, and I'm happy too, and he's happy as well. This example, what I just chose, is very important to understand the energy in this communication. Because what we've learned is instead of communicating out of love and openness and really feeling, I see a lot of women, they're turning into a very bitchy kind of communication and a very like judgmental kind of communication. And they're, let's say, a little bit more a frustrated communication. So if the man is not doing what you expect him to do, you're getting frustrated. But I want to tell you one thing. in a relationship, there are already two parts. So it's a man and a woman. So it's not just about him that he did not do the things what you have been expecting him to do. It's also the kind of the way you communicate and talk with him. And maybe in the beginning it's a little bit uncomfortable when you try to, let's say, push back your frustration, or when you try to hold back your anger, and you really need to step back maybe a little bit and say, okay, this was not nice of him, but maybe think about it a little bit different. He did not do this on purpose. Try to have a mindset about the man that he is not trying to hurt you. He wants you to be happy. He wants you that you feel loved. He wants you to adore you and respect you. But you need to give him the space for this as well. And this is what I mean with kind of feminine communication. And this is what I really want to teach you to learn. It took me 5, 6 years actually to understand this. And I've read a lot of books about it. I was working with a lot of clients about this too. And I want to give you some examples of the work, what I've done with clients as well. So clients are coming to me when they're single, but also in relationships, and they ask me, okay, my man, for example, is not very in his masculine energy. He's not planning our dates. He's not taking the initiative. I always need to wait for him. He's working too much. And I want to tell you a little story about a client of mine. She came to me as well. She's single. She was in a relationship, I think, for 6, 7 years. Very attractive businesswoman, and she wanted to go on dates, but for some reason she really attract just feminine men. So she was kind of waiting to meet a provider man. And then she asked me for help. So how can I make this now work that he's planning the date? And it was beginning of the week, and they planned something to meet up on Friday. And she was already nervous, I think, on Tuesday. And she was like, oh, he didn't plan anything so far. He didn't text me what time we're gonna meet. I don't even know how should I prepare. I don't even know what should I wear. I really need to know this. I need to prepare for this. I wanna make sure this is gonna be even worth the time. And now I'm doing this on purpose as well. This is how she communicated to me. What kind of energy is this? It's a very nervous energy. It's a very kind of a little bit needy energy too. And it does have nothing to do with femininity, because feminine energy is very calm and relaxed and trusting. So if she would be in her feminine, she would say or think, okay, amazing, I have a date on Friday evening. I'm sure that he's going to plan something amazing. I'm going to check maybe my closet what I would like to wear, because he's going to take me out for dinner, he's going to pick me up, and it's going to be an amazing time. And I just trust that he will let me know on Friday or maybe on Thursday where we're going to go. And if he's not doing so, I can still ask him nicely on a Thursday, look, I'm looking forward to see you tomorrow. What time are you thinking that we're going to meet each other, and do you have any plans, or what did you plan so far? And again, I want you to pay attention how I'm talking, what kind of energy am I using? It's basically no other when you're just going to meet your best friend for a Friday. I mean, when you plan something to meet with your best friend nowadays, it's very spontaneously sometimes, like till the last minute, what you guys are gonna do. But I don't think that on Tuesday you're already like, oh my God, she didn't even text me so far what we're gonna do and what time are we gonna meet. I don't even know what you're gonna wear. You're not in this nervous state. You're just trusting you guys. You said you're gonna meet on Friday. And that's it. And then maybe you're going to discuss on Thursday or Friday what you're going to do, and you just trust this is happening. But you're not asking yourself every single day if this is going to take place and if this is happening. Before I'm going to continue with the feminine communication right now, I want to talk a little bit about my new program. So you guys are in my Lioness Lounge right now. And my program is called Lioness Club. And this is a 3 month transformation for businesswomen to really learn feminine communication, to activate your feminine energy, compared with Tantra as well. And my program is built very simple. Every single week, we meet for a session, pretty similar like this here right now, maybe for an hour, 1.5 hours. And I help you to embody your feminine side, but also your masculine side. What I really want to teach you is to have this balance within you. And in those 3 months, we're not only talking about men or relationships, this is also something what you can apply in your business. This is something you can apply basically in everything in your life. But the main benefit for you in this program is that you will learn how to communicate in a feminine way, how to regulate your emotions, your frustration, your anger, your sadness, but also maybe your overwhelm, and really connecting to your body, to your soul, and to your heart. Because your feminine side starts within you, in your heart. And this is what we all need to learn to really listen to our heart again. I'm going to post a link in our group for if you're interested to join. It's going to start next week. And there's one thing I forgot to say as well. So it's a 3 month transformation. We meet every single week for a call like similar to this right now and really deep dive into those topics. But before you come in my Lioness Club, I'm gonna have a one-on-one personal Tantra session with you about 2 hours. Because I want you to really understand, to get to know you personally, because I know those topics are very intimate and private, and sometimes it can get a little bit hard to open up in a group. So before the Lioness Club starts for you, or actually this is the start from the Lioness Club, but you're gonna have a one-on-one session with me, and we're gonna work on a little roadmap for you. What are really the blocking points at the moment? What is holding you back? Where do you want to work on the next 3 months personally for you? And then we start the group sessions. All right, this is about the Lioness Club. About feminine communication, do you have any personal questions to that right now? I'm not sure if you're in a relationship right now, if you're dating, if you're single. What kind of questions do you have so far? Or do you have any topic in your personal life what you struggle a little bit at the moment and you would like to have an advice to that? You can use the chat as well.
Thanks for this very personal chat. You opened my eyes a little bit. Yeah, I joined you because, yes, I'm a businesswoman and there I'm very dominant, but I want to find the balance between being dominant in business and clear, but I want to be in private soft.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's your topic while you're doing this. That's why I'm joining you. So this is my first day. I'm just listening and think, okay, she speaks through my heart. I feel it.
Oh, makes me very happy. Amazing. Yes. Do you have any questions so far? But what do you have in mind so far? Just you can speak whatever you want to speak right now or how you feel.
Is it, kann ich es auf Deutsch, du sprichst ja auch Deutsch, kann ich es auch auf Deutsch? Okay, wir sind nur zu zweit. Cool. Dann kann ich es besser sagen. Also das Hauptthema, was ich habe, ist es wirklich so, dass man, wenn man mehr an seine feminine Energie gehen kann, weil so hattest du es ja auch geschrieben, dass man diese Männer auch anzieht. Wie du es geschrieben hast, diese Provider. Und da geht es ja noch nicht mal um dieses finanzielle, sondern eher so diese Machertypen, sage ich jetzt mal.
Yeah,
Ist es so, dass man die dann attracten kann?
yeah, yeah. Um, is it okay when I answer in English?
Yeah, yeah,
Because
for sure.
okay.
Because it's a recording. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
You
I'm just
can translate if you want for the others.
exactly. Okay, so her question is it really true when you step into your feminine energy that you are attracting provider men? And we're
Uh,
not talking about the financial. So when a provider, like, let's be honest, a provider man, I'm not talking about a man who's paying your rent or who's giving you
yeah.
money for your life. A provider man is somebody who can hold you as well emotionally and who's
Yes.
there for you. So this is what I call as well high value men. And this is what I want to make clear as well, because on social media, a lot of people think a provider man is just somebody who's paying or giving you money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would say. It can be one part. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
can be one part, but it's not what I'm talking about. A high value man, what I'm describing is he can support you financially, yes, but also emotionally. And
Mm-hmm.
he's listening to you,
Mm-hmm.
sees you, and he tries to understand you, even though maybe, and this is often the case, he has no idea what's going on with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, right. But he can hold the space
Exactly. Yeah.
for my inner
Yes.
chaos.
Exactly. And this is true. I want to give you a couple of examples in from my personal life, but also from my clients.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm I'm having my own business since 5 years. In the beginning, when I had my business, I really attracted a lot of feminine guys, meaning
Mm-hmm.
because I was very dominant. And they told me even, and this was very good for me, they said like, okay, why are you not giving me why don't you trust me?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you let me plan the things?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you? They offered me, I'm gonna pick you up and we're gonna go somewhere. And I said, no, it's okay. I have my own car.
Mm-hmm. Like me. Yeah, yeah.
And this is when back then, this was 3, 4 years ago, I did not really understand. But when I really deep dive into Tantra and feminine energy, I understood sometimes. Why is it not nice to be picked up? Of course, I have my own car, but of course, it's nice as well when he makes the effort and he wants to pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
And why don't I give him the space and when he invites me or he's inviting to do so, then why do I reject it? Why can I not accept it? And I think it can be very amazing and thankful for this.
Mm-hmm.
So I shift my mindset to this. And next time when a man said to me, I'm going to pick you up, I said, amazing, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
And he already felt needed
Mm-hmm.
because this is what a man as well wants to feel. He wants to feel that he is a provider and needed. And when he offers you help, try to accept help. And this doesn't mean that you need to feel weak because he knows that you're independent. He knows that you're a businesswoman. But also he wants to feel that yes, you're independent in your life, but also when you are together, you can be a team.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How do you want to create a team if you don't let him be somebody in your
Then
heart?
a team and I do it all by myself. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is what men, I'm going to be honest, I've been talking with a lot of men as well, including my boyfriend, but also I interviewed a lot of men too. And everybody was telling me the same. I'm doing this, I'm offering, I want to invite her, I want to pick her up, I'm suggesting things, but she just refuses it. I don't know
Mm.
what to do anymore. And then they're confused. They're really
Mm.
confused and they feel rejected. They feel like, okay, I'm not needed anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
The woman can do everything on her own, but I would love to have, a man wants to provide, a man wants to support, wants to be like,
Is it really true? A real man wants this.
yes,
Okay. Yeah.
yes, it is true. Every as well businessmen, they don't want to have a business buddy next to them.
Mm.
Have this every single day. They have business people, they have their friends, they have their buddies. But a man wants to connect as well to his heart and to his soul, and this is why they need us.
Okay. Okay.
They need us to be the lovable, the soft part. This is why they want a woman by their side to open up for themselves as well. They're under pressure all the time.
Mm,
They don't
yeah.
want to have the pressure and the tensity with a woman. This
Yeah,
is
like a woman too, like a businesswoman too. I have to, or you too, we have to perform the whole day. And in
exactly
the evening, in this few hours, we want to stay calm,
peace,
happy, and
peace.
peaceful. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. When
yeah,
you ask, I asked so many men, and especially, and I read a lot of books about this as well, my clients as well. They say two things what they want from a woman: peace
yeah,
and respect.
yeah. Okay.
This is the main thing. What a woman wants from a man is support
And
and
security.
security. Exactly. They're different things. So, and you respect. This is really interesting to understand as well. A man feels respected when you as well accept the invitation. A man feels also respected when you are telling him what he's doing amazing. And now this is a really cool thing what I've learned and which is amazing to understand as well. I don't know if you have a dog or a cat or maybe you have some pets in your home, but I'm a dog person.
Mm-hmm.
And when you train a dog, you need to focus on the things what the dog is doing right. So for example, when a dog is running away and he's coming back to you, you should not punish the dog because then he learns I'm coming back and she's punishing me. Something is
Mm-hmm.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So when the dog is coming back to you, you need to be very friendly to him, lovable to him, and you say like, "Amazing, good boy that you're coming back to me. I'm proud of you."
Mm-hmm.
Then the dog understands, uh-huh, when I'm coming back, she loves me.
Yeah.
And this is a similar thing with men as well. Don't focus on the things what you don't like about the person. Give him a lot of credits what you actually like. For example, you like when he's picking you up. You like when he's making plans. Tell him that. Tell him, amazing. I think it's amazing that you picked me up today. It's amazing to make a plan next week. I love that. I love that about you.
Yeah, but what should we do with the things we don't like? Ignore them.
No, I'm not saying that you should ignore them, but let's say pay a 80-20 rule on this. 80% focus much more on the things what you like, and then he will increase the things what you like.
Yeah, okay.
And then
Yeah,
20,
yeah, yeah,
and
you're right. We can teach them as a woman.
yes,
Also, they can teach us as well. I think so.
yeah. And then it's again all about the communication. You can tell him what you don't like, but don't mention this first.
Mm,
Mention this a little bit late, like not say, I mean, when you have a conversation with him, you say, it's amazing that you picked me up. It's amazing that you planned this evening and this dinner. I really like to spend time with you. And then, sometimes I need to be honest. I would love from you that you maybe include me a little bit more in your lifestyle, that I know a little bit more what you're doing during the day. That would make me even more happy.
okay. Yeah, then it depends on the feminine communication, not the
Exactly.
business communication. It's then the feminine communication. And I also think a woman, when she's working the whole day, has to be also in her own peace or in the middle from
Exactly.
me to
Yeah.
do this.
This is very, I'm saying this is hard. In the beginning, it's very hard because, of course, in the business side, we are in this masculine energy and we don't really learn and we don't know how to shift. But for a woman, it's easier to shift than for a man. And we are more,
Mm,
I'm just going to say it very honest, we're more capable of doing those shifts than men. Men are not
mm,
in shifting those things. And but of course, when you feel maybe after your business day and you feel like, oh my God, I'm super exhausted. I had so much things in my head today, and now I'm gonna see him. And I'm a little bit, you have this feeling of
mm.
I don't know.
Overwhelmed, or it's so vibrating in me, vibrating.
Exactly.
That's the
You're
feeling.
nervous, you're
Yeah.
vibrating, you then maybe tell him when he's coming to you and you spend time with him, give me 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
I had another nice day at the moment. I don't want to have the bad energy. I don't want to put the stressful energy on you.
Mm.
Give me 20 minutes or give me half an hour. I need to go for a walk or I need to just relax. Please let us talk in 30 minutes. Or change the hour when you meet. When you said let's meet at 6 and you feel like you're not ready, tell him I want to see you at 6:30. I need another 30 minutes. Do some yoga, meditation, go for a walk, scream, call your best friend, whatever you do.
Yeah, you had me when you said, okay, when we make some appointments with our friends, we don't rush them.
Yes.
We don't stress them out. And when I think about, okay, I meet my girls at the weekend, I'm not ready at 5, then I say to them, okay, maybe I'm 30 minutes later, but then I'm in my happy mood. Yeah. And
Exactly.
with men, I know we are different sometimes with them. Okay.
Exactly. But we need
Yeah.
to remind ourselves all the time with friends, we are doing exactly the same.
Yeah.
And this is as well a reason why normally the guys, after their work, they go for sport because they leave their anger at sport and then they come home.
Ah, okay. Yeah, maybe we should do this too.
Maybe we should do this too. Of course, some guys, even and provider man as well, they're even capable of holding you in those 20 minutes. This can be possible. I'm not saying that every man
Mm.
can hold you as well, but you can tell him, for example, he's coming at 6. You didn't have time to tell him, I need more 20 minutes. He's coming inside. You can tell him, look, I'm this again, communication. Look, I feel overwhelmed. I had a fucking shitty day.
Hmm.
Maybe the next 20 minutes, I just want you to listen. You don't say anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. I just want you to listen and you don't say anything. You don't solve the problem for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There are three things as well, but you can give him kind of it's kind of like a manual. Give man the things what you want them to do. Say, just listen,
Hmm.
don't say anything. Perfect. Then he's relaxed and he will listen. He will just listen. Trust me. He will be
Okay.
so thankful that you tell him that he doesn't need to find a solution. He just needs to listen.
Yeah.
Or next time when you really need to have advice, then you ask him, I need your help on this. Can you please help me?
Hmm.
Or the third version would be, I need a hug from you because I don't know, today it's just a strange day. Can you please give me a hug?
Mm.
So again, communication, three things. Just listen to me, try
Hmm.
to help me, or give me a hug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. And they exactly know what to do because they're getting overwhelmed. They sit there, they don't know what to do. Like, and men always tend to give you solutions. And they're like, oh
Mm.
fuck, I just came home from work. I needed to solve my whole work thing as well. The man needs to do this as well. And then he's coming home and he's doing in work mode again.
Mm. Okay.
But so
Thank
this
you.
is yeah, this is a little excursus, some tips about this too. And this really changed the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
This changed so much. And I want to give you a little new perspective on this as well, which is important to know. I don't know, I don't have children so far, but I try to imagine myself as well if I would have a boy or a daughter. And with a boy and a daughter as well, I would try to communicate with her in a very lovable way. I would not
Hmm.
try to scream at her. I would not try to punish her. I would not try to be frustrated or show a lot of bitchy moves to my daughter. Of course, when she is a teenager and she really, let's say, exceeds my limits and really is pushing me,
Mm.
of course, I tell her my boundaries as well, but I'm trying to tell her this in a very lovable way. I'm trying to tell her, look, I've told you 100 times right now that I want you to be home by 8 p.m. and it's again 8:30. And then I feel very scared when you're not coming at 8 or 8:15 because I'm your mom and I don't know what's going on.
Mm.
And then maybe asking the question as well, why is it not possible for you to be punctual? And with this communication as well, you open up the room to your daughter that she can have an explanation as well. And maybe she will talk to you and like, look, mom, my whatever sports class is finishing at 8. You want me to be home at 8. I'm rushing to be home. I want to be punctual, but this is just not working. Can we find a different solution with this?
Mm.
instead of what we normally do. Why the fuck are you home at 8:30? I told you to be punctual. I'm super scared. This is not going well.
Mm.
It's not a lovable communication. This is more like very, you know,
Harsh.
harsh. Yes. And then a person will not open up to you. Your daughter will probably be more scared.
Mm.
Yeah. So as well, when I talk with my partner, I'm trying to talk with her as well, very lovable. And sometimes I put myself in the shoes of, okay, how would I talk to him if he would be my boy right now? Of course, it's a little bit crazy to think like this, but it really helps me to put away my emotions and to really act out of my heart instead of
Yeah, that's the
feeling.
thing. Act from my heart. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or act from our hearts. Yeah.
yeah. And then I ask myself the question as well, what would love do? How would
Mm.
love answer right now? And then you have some ideas about it too. It's not easy. Yeah, I'm not saying this is like you just step into this, you act off your heart, and when you're super angry and all that stuff. But what helps us a lot is we just, for even for 10 seconds or 20 seconds, stop, try to breathe in like 4 seconds, breathing in, holding it for 4 seconds, and then breathing out. And really trying to say, okay, I don't want to be screaming right now. What do I actually want? What does my heart want? And then let it flow and talk to the person out of your heart. And I promise you that you will get the response too.
Yeah, I know. I know.
About some, because you asked me before, is this really working with men? And I want to give you some personal examples of my life as well. As soon as I communicate this way, they really open up to me. They made suggestions, they paid attention much more, they asked me much more how I'm feeling. They invited me to trips, to restaurants, they picked me up, they took care of me, they offered me as well financial support, even though I didn't needed it.
Mm.
They planned, I didn't have to say anything. They,
And you can also receive it.
yes, but exactly, I need to learn how to receive this
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we always think, oh, this is weak right now, or this is needy. No,
Yeah, or I'm schuldig, guilt,
or guilt.
guilty,
Exactly.
guilty. Now I'm guilty for them or something like this.
No, you don't owe them anything, and you don't have,
Yeah, own them, right? That's right.
yes.
Yeah.
No, you don't owe them anything for them. No. If you just he's nice to you and he wants to be nice to you and maybe having the mindset as well that a man they're nice people. You
Mm.
don't need to think about them all the time that they have something bad in their mind. They also want to be loved and understood and taken care of sometimes.
Yes, I know, but I don't know what's with your generational things. We don't come from families. Also, I don't come from a family who was this very familiar. So I have to learn it. I don't know what's about you. Yeah, so
Same.
for me, I learned it. So when they do something nice,
Yeah.
there's something behind it. Yeah, so
Well, I think I would give you the recommendation, really trust your intuition.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not saying that every single man has some second thoughts. Yeah. Of course, there can be some people when you feel like, okay, he's just doing this to do something,
Mm-hmm.
to get something. But we as a woman, we really have a good intuition and trust your intuition. If you feel like you spend a lot of time with this man and he is more interested in whatever he's interested in, you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel safe, then trust yourself.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
there is something wrong. Okay.
yeah,
But again, I would recommend as well, don't think just because one guy was like this, that every single other guy is like this.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
not fair.
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's true.
we bring a lot of our last relationships, we bring a lot into our next relationship. I in my 20s, I was mostly single in my 20s and I dated a couple of men, and most of them, they have been not ready to commit, and I found out even after they cheated on me too.
Mm.
But I worked so much on myself, on my inner belief and trust that I took a long time for myself as well, that I forgave them. And
Mm.
I also say they did their best they can. And I was a little bit insecure in this time too.
Yeah, for sure, because you was in your 20s. Yeah, that's normal, I
And it's
think.
normal, but when I started dating again, I did not start dating with the thinking of he's gonna cheat on me, he's gonna cheat on me, he's gonna cheat on me. No, I
Mm.
said there's a new white paper. This is a good guy. He's not gonna cheat on me because I'm a different person right now as well.
Mm.
And he's gonna commit to me as well, and he likes me, and he will say to me very easy and very fast that he wants to be with me. And this shift really made a huge difference. So I was kind of 1.5 years, then I was single as well when I was 28, 29. Then I started dating again. And before, I just attracted guys who have been not ready to commit, who have been very shaky, very feminine. And when I worked on myself on this time and I really worked on my own stability and my
Mm.
own self-belief, suddenly this shifted, and every single guy I've met, they wanted to be with me, they suggested to get married, they wanted to be with me, they wanted to see me all the time. They have been completely different because I was
You
so,
were different. Yeah.
yes, or I am so stable, and I know who I am, and I expect as well that the person who's with me respects me for who I am. Automatically I was attracting those people.
Yeah.
And I never understood this before, because before I was like, why do I always attract the same guys? I don't understand.
Mm.
But I also draw the line when I've been dating with guys and I felt this guy was not sure. For example, on Tinder, Bumble, or whatever kind of app, or when you meet a guy and then there's a question right in the beginning. So what are you looking for?
Yeah. I
Yes.
don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
And
Nothing.
if a guy is answering you, I don't know, I just want to see how it goes. I'm recently coming from a relationship breakup. Okay, thank you very much. Maybe you should discover yourself as well first if you don't know, but I do know because I want to have a beautiful relationship and I want to fall in love.
Mm.
If you're not ready for this, I think we're not a match. And you tell this person right from the beginning. Instead of if a guy is telling you, I don't know what I want, don't ever try to convince him to be with you in a relationship. This is not working.
Yeah, I know. I tried. It doesn't
No.
work.
I've tried as well 100 times. If
Yeah.
a guy from the beginning says, I just came out of a relationship, I just came out from marriage, I'm just divorced. Okay, this is your path. I'm ready for something real, from something serious. I don't think that we are matching at the moment. Thank you very much. Next.
Yes. Yes.
Again, I am very stable. I know what I want. I'm communicating as well what I want. I'm not agreeing on, oh, okay, let's see how it goes. Let's make, we can meet a little bit, we can find out. No.
No, we don't have time for this.
Why? It's,
Not
it's
yet
kind of
anymore.
it's kind of not really being honest to yourself as well, because deep down you actually want to have your soulmate. Deep down you want to meet your partner.
Hmm. Yes.
And it's not fair for him, not fair for you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So a couple of times the universe was testing me a little bit, of course, and a lot of men came, oh yeah, do you want to meet? Let's casual meet this, let's do this, let's do this. And I'm like, no, 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 thank you. A lot of times.
Yeah, I know. I had this phase. So when I just focused on myself, they came and want to meet, but they want to meet casual. And I also said now, but now I'm on the point that I said, okay, my business starts working. I'm also stable in myself. And now the next step, maybe end of the year,
Yeah.
I will do dating as a real dating, not for fun, not casual stuff like this, and then real, like you said, find a partner, soulmate, working relationship.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, ready to open your heart, and we all
Yeah, that's, ready to open my heart again. Yeah. Yeah.
exactly. And we're also afraid. I was as well. I was afraid for years to actually tell the truth, even to my friends. I'm like, oh yeah, I keep it casual. I have fun, I'm no blah blah blah. And then, like, I realized 3 years ago, I'm like, Kathy, hang on a minute. Why the fuck am I telling I'm keeping this casual when I deep down want to have a soulmate? This is not true to myself.
Mm.
And then I start to communicate slowly to my friends as well. I'm single, yes, I like to be single, or I'm okay and single, but yes, of course, I want to meet my partner. I want to fall in love again. And
What's
this was for me a huge step to even say this to friends of mine.
Yeah, why? Why do you think we have so anxiety of this?
Yes. Because in society, for some reason, we think maybe it's not nice to be in love, but of course, it's amazing to be
It's
in love. It's amazing to be with your partner. It's amazing to have great sex and a good connection, and you can fall in love. And of course, there will be some challenges and difficulties, but at the end of the day, we all want to have love. We all want to have this connection. And this is what I started talking with men about this too. And I said right from the beginning, I want to fall in love again. And trust me, every single person, every single man that said, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I know what I know. I'm at Bumble at the moment, and I also they're standing finding a down to earth relationship with a lots of fun moments or loving moments, and a lot of men write, I can signature this. I want this too, and I said, okay, where have you been the last 3 years? Yeah, so,
Exactly.
yeah, but
Exactly.
it's like you said, it starts with us. Yeah.
Exactly. But we are, maybe as a woman, we are a little bit more brave to start to be real and to open up, um and then the men are opening up too.
Yeah.
Most of them. Yeah, most of them. Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I'm very, very happy about this talk. I'm very happy about this whole conversation. And yeah, tomorrow we meet each other at 12 for questions and answers. And tomorrow I want to do some exercises as well to connect to your feminine side,
Hmm.
to really understand, okay, what is your feminine side? And then do a little bit visualizations as well. And this really helps me too when I feel like I'm a lot in my masculine energy and I'm a lot as well with my business and my masculine energy. I can connect to my feminine higher self. And I create
Yes. Yeah.
this is really helpful. I created an avatar and I want to do this workshop with you tomorrow as well to create this avatar. And then you can remind yourself all the time when you feel a little bit more masculine, okay, let's speak to my avatar and she will help me to find the right answers. For example, my avatar is called Miss Chardonnay. I just called her, I created her. And I connect with her and I really have constant conversations with her. And she's giving me a lot of insights and a lot of tips. How can I communicate out of love?
Hmm.
And everybody has this, and I want to help you to create this for yourself too.
Yeah, and I can go to her or I can call her.
Yes,
And also in
exactly.
business, I want to start my business more feminine than masculine, also.
This is all what I'm teaching. It's not only related to relationships, this is what I'm using in business as well. I'm doing my business very intuitively,
Yeah.
and I ask a lot the universe, God, or I call it universe, other people calling God, and I ask for some next ideas and steps.
Hmm.
And funny enough, I'm coming from corporate, which is everything strategic, everything analyzed,
Hmm.
numbers, goals,
Data.
data, everything. Like I used to be working as a supply chain manager and purchase manager. I worked with Excel sheets, a lot of
Hmm.
Excel sheets.
Hmm.
And as well as marketing manager, of course, a lot of presentations and numbers, and I don't know how much. And yeah, this is one side. I'm not saying this is wrong. This is good too, but I'm trying to mix those both things, the numbers, but also my intuition.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's what I also want. Yeah.
this is my way. All right. Okay, perfect. Thank you for everything, for the openness, for being here. did I record? Yes, I did record. And then tomorrow is going to be the next session at 12.
In the afternoon.
Lunchtime.
12.
Yes.
Yeah, lunchtime, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Perfect.
Okay, see you tomorrow. My cam doesn't work. Maybe tomorrow I will turn my camera on so you can see me. Thank
All
you.
good. All
Talk.
good. Have a good evening. Thank
You
you.
too. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.